So in this eye, we can see a few things that are very obvious. You see the white color going here, that's plaquing. That means shows high cholesterol levels, not as the medical system sees it, but as the way the body uses is a certain way to defend itself, and it uses cholesterol to defend itself against acidosis or inflammation. So it's very clear, as you can see how the white color. And you see those lines going in circles like this. These are nerve rings, and yours is very prominent. Indicates weak nervous system. Look at the white dots going here, you can see it. These are called the lymph nodes that are swollen. Okay, stagnant lymph nodes, called lymphatic rosary. It's very prominent here. So these are major weaknesses you can see. Look very carefully. Look how dark the line is here. That represents your stomach and gut. And the bowels are also congested right here. The bowels are in this region right here. But the thickness or the darkness here tells me that the stomach and the gut are compromised. Poor digestion and this chronic inflammation in the gut. Okay, bowels and the stomach as well. You can see the lines leaching out here. This called radix solaris indicates toxic tunnels of which leaching out to other body parts and glands, and it's prominent. You can see it's quite clear everywhere. Okay. You can see there's a line, a slight line going around the bowels here. That's called autonomic nerve weak. Indicates that you have a weak digestive system, weak autonomic nervous system, which controls your digestion. So it's weak. You need to fix that. Look at the red blood vessels here, quite a few of them, and look at the brown tint of color. The red blood vessels indicates higher acidosis. The yellow color indicates that liver is the weaker side as well. So these are major weaknesses. There's also a dark ring going around here. That's a skin ring. Indicates you have poor skin elimination. Look at the white color here. That's also plaquing with the eyes. So potential cataracts. Here the hair and scalp region also congested as well. So you want to address that, clean the scalp of mucus. Otherwise you have issues like ringing the ears, eye problems, etc. Okay, you can see it quite clearly here, and hair problems. So these are the major weaknesses I see in the eye immediately, and we will take steps to address it as well, and I'll go into this further. So right here, the pituitary gland, you can see the dark streak here. So you have a weak pituitary gland, this entire section. This is the master gland, the gland that controls all the other endocrine glands. When it's weak, everything else tends to be weak in terms of the endocrine glands. So we need to strengthen it. And here is pineal gland, okay? It's important you address that as well. Pineal gland will affect your sleep, among other things. So let's strengthen the pineal gland. That dark streak right here, that's your head, eyes, nose, mouth, jaw, tongue region. This is sinuses. It's congested. We need to take steps to clean the sinuses. You want to use a neti pot to clean your nasal passage, ear candle or ear irrigation kit to clean the ears, eyesight formula to wash the eyes, clean the eyes. Very important you do so. Okay, because when it's congested, it will affect your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, brain. It affects the entire head region and anything in the head. So you don't want that to happen. So let's address that. So right here is where the thyroid is located. See that white streak here? So you have a weaker thyroid. You want to address that. And here are the tonsils, and here's the parathyroid gland. Tonsils is what cleans the head of acid, so it needs to be in good working order. You can see it's covered. And the parathyroid gland is weak here. This deals with calcium utilization. When it's weak, you're going to have issues like varicose veins, spider veins, brittle hair, nail, and skin, brittle nails, etc., and depression. So you want to clean and strengthen this. And here is where the voice box is located. Here's the esophagus, and here's the scapula, all congested of lymph. You can see you have the yellow color going in, the streaks indicates congestion area. So these have to be cleaned up and addressed. Use the respiratory tea and tincture to address this. For the thyroid, if the thyroid is weak, use the thyroid lymph formula. And so here is the upper back, here's the middle back, and here's the lower back region, all congested of lymph. And the spine runs across here. You can see it's a white color. So it's congestion in the back. I would use the circulation formula to address it. So right here is where the bladder is located, and here's where the lower back region, as I mentioned, is located. So there's congestion here. When there's congestion here, it's because the kidneys are not filtering out waste. And kidneys don't filter out waste. These are very close to the kidneys, so they tend to get inflamed or congested first. And this section here is the penis and prostate region. You can see it's quite a bit of inflammation there, and it's very close to this level, the dark area here, which is the bladder, but it also affects the prostate. So you want to clean that up. Use the prostate formula to help you. Right here, adrenal glands section here. This section is adrenal glands. This controls your nervous system. Remember I told you to have the lines going in circles. That's weak adrenal glands. Also the line going around the bowels, the autonomic nerve with weak adrenals. So we need to strengthen adrenal glands. And this section here, covered in white, is the kidneys. Kidneys are very weak. Congestion there. You have nerve rings going across it, and the lymphatic stagnation across it. So we need to use at least 2 kidney formulas and adrenal gland formula to strengthen and clean this area. And here is where the right foot, knee, and thigh regions are located, also congested as well. I'll use circulation down formula to address this. And right is where the groin, the abdominal wall, and the pelvis regions are located. You can see quite a bit of congestion here. Okay, and beside it, right here, with dark streak, is where the testes are located, okay, and the pancreas. You can see right here. So you want to take steps to clean this area. Use the prostate formula to help clean this area. The pancreas is also weak, so I'll use the pancreas formula to help strengthen this and to clean it out. So right here is where the liver is located. You see the dark streak here. So the liver is weak. Liver is the transportation factor of the body. It's what transmutes chemicals in the body. When it's weak, everything tends to be weak. And right here is the gallbladder. Gallbladder is also weak. Gallbladder helps with digestion, and the liver also, of course, helps with the digestion. So you want to take steps to clean it. So you want to use a formula for the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas. Right here is where the diaphragm is located, also consisting of lymph, and right here is where the right arm and hand regions are located, also consisting of lymph. Make use of circulation formula to help you. This section right here, the chest, thorax, and rib sections, all consist of lymph. You want to take steps to clean it up. Okay, use the respiratory tea and tincture, and right here is where the breast is located. And this section right here is the lower and upper lung region, also consists of lymph. Use the respiratory tea and tincture to help break the mucus, because there's quite a bit of mucus accumulation here. Right here is where the shoulder, neck, and the ear sections are located, also consists of lymph. You can see the color here. So you make use of respiratory tea and tincture. And here's the ear, mastoid, medulla, and cerebellum. Now this is very important because when these are congested, you have dizziness, balancing, equilibrium problems, and you don't want that. So clean the head of mucus, as I showed you here already, and use circulation formula and neurological formula, as well as the respiratory tea and tincture to break the mucus congestion. Right is where the sex impulse or libido part of the brain is located. You can see it's covered, congested, so you want to strengthen and clean it out. When you detox the body and use the herbs I mentioned, this will clean up by itself. And right is where the hypothalamus is located as well. Hypothalamus controls sensory information from the outside world to the brain, like light sensitivity. It also controls hunger and thirst, and also controls your thyroid, so you want to strengthen it. So overall, this eye, what's present to me is the kidneys, the adrenals, the liver and pancreas, the acidosis in the body, level of stagnation, the lymph stagnation, the gut is also compromised. The whole body is compromised essentially. So your detox is going to take you a little bit of time. So if it were me, I'll jump onto a fruit cleanse and stay strict to it and use the herbs and expect a healing crisis, because all this mucus has to come out some way, shape, or form. And then heal the liver, and this will all lighten, the acidosis will go away when you stick to it.